The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back.
I'm Mariana.
And I am Brittany.
And this is
an
A&B Conversation. Another week with you guys.
Here we go.
And this week deserve a little drinky.
A bevy.
Drink. Yeah, we got us a little wine just to really soothe us through today's topic, which is sips wine. Breakups.
Breaking up.
Breaking up.
It's hard to do.
Make up to break up.
Ooh. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Yeah. Well. And a special shout out to today's wine, which is Niagara Landings. This is not sponsored. This is not an ad, but we are enjoying their wine.
We're tasting it.
We're having a little winey wine.
And it's tasty.
And you have a newer version of their wine. How's it?
Yeah, it's really good, actually.
Is it? Mango Tango.
It's
and I have.
sweet.
Is
and
it?
It's good. Mm-hmm. It's sweet girl.
A little white wine. I'm definitely Brit's a white wine drinker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very sweet red. I actually have their Loganberry Bud.
Oh, period.
Mm.
Loganberries are good for wine.
Yeah.
It's not really good for a drink, but good for wine.
It is like a syrup.
Oh my god.
It is not. It's not the best time. I'll slide.
Yeah, right.
Slide in the bottles.
Right.
Yeah, look at them.
Cute.
Yeah, so making up, breaking up, breaking up, breaking
and all
up.
The other.
Yeah,
right.
and all the in between.
I mean, clearly we do enough of that because we're not in relationships.
Nope. Just situation shipped
all
up
the time.
Yeah.
Do you
I break up with everybody in a text message.
Right.
Under no fucking circumstance am I wasting gas. I will do a FaceTime.
Like full text message? Would you
I'm doing a paragraph. Bitch, I will give a scroll. This is why I'm breaking up with you. These reasons.
Because people think that's disrespectful.
It's a personal problem.
It's a personal
and
preference.
what I think is being disrespectful is breaking my heart.
T.
Sometimes I do.
Right.
But like one of my favorite sayings as far as dating is, I didn't come into this for a friendship. I'm not leaving with a friendship. So I'm not leaving on like a good, like, hope you like me. Let's be cordial. Like I'm sorry. I'm breaking up with you in a text message. I hope you don't hate me. Like the older I get, the more I'm like, beast mode. Let's go out on demon time. Let's fucking air it out. The last breakup with my ex, almost 2 years ago.
Wow.
Anyway. Long ass paragraph. Blocked him.
Yeah.
You could not contact me for months. Said what I had to say and I was out. You know what you did. You know what you didn't do.
Right.
You know how many times I've spoken to you about it. Like,
right.
I'm gonna do a breakup text.
Right. Yeah, you give a lot of chances anyway.
I give it
ample.
Second
Tremendous.
chance is an under fucking statement. Like I'm definitely give a fifth, sixth chance type of bitch, and it's a solid 6. Like it's not like, oh, I hope you. It's like, damn, you devastated me.
Right.
But you know what? I'm gonna be here for you. So if I once enough is enough.
Right.
Here's a text.
Right.
Yeah. What's your breakup method? How do you prefer to do the breakup, or how do you do? Because in my preference, we'd have an adult. We'd go out for wine and we'd talk about it. But
right for a breakup.
Oh my god, I would love to have like a
really?
Good like
a
mature
a salute goodbye.
Yeah, like cheers. It didn't work out.
Right. I also think that a text message will suffice. I have a hard time getting all of my feelings out in one
moment
bump.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I forget some things and some things don't make sense. Like sometimes I think say things and they don't make sense until like I'm like, wait, that did fucking like and then
I
need a second
to process,
to sit with it. And then I need no noise.
She needs S5.
I
Straight
need
jacket
no,
silence.
I just need no noise. Like, I don't need anybody talking back to me. I want to get all of
Yeah.
it out. Like, I don't want it to be an
We
argument.
don't need a rebuttal or
Right.
banter back and forth.
Right. Because
Yeah.
that gets to an argument, especially when people's feelings are involved.
Yeah.
So I would much rather, like, you say something, I say something, because a lot of people cannot come together and say and converse correctly, the way that it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
You say something, I say something. It's always like, but I feel, but you did, but like it ends up being like a blame game, and it's like
The Blame Game by Kanye. That was such a good song.
it was a good song. It was a really good song.
I definitely am gonna listen to that leaving here.
It is a good song. It
Hopefully
really
I
is.
end up home. Hopefully I go home. Hopefully you go home
Sometimes
and nobody comes over.
No, literally. Sometimes you go home and leave. So that is tea free. You will leave.
I'm one thing about it. If I feel called to head out,
Yeah. Very
head
fucking
on
much.
out, yeah.
Very much.
and I want you all to know, Brittany's good for having a guest.
I
Brittany and her
right.
company are
No, literally. They be checking out the scenery because they know I leave too. Listen. But they know. They be like, what are you doing?
on my
you
way.
Sure you're not going anywhere? All right, I'll be there in a second with a drink. Yeah, you can just
What?
get the drink.
And
I'm always open for
See, that is my issue. The drinks lead us to dick that we have no business being bothered with.
Right.
Cheers.
Right.
We just do our best, people.
Listen, I'm
We're
just
just
a
two
girl.
girls.
But I mean, for the most part, like,
Have you ever heard of conscious uncoupling?
That's
That's like I don't know, like what genre it is under, like psychology, or if it's under like a therapy, or if it's a wellness technique. But there is a style of breaking up called conscious uncoupling, and it's when, like, to me, the way I interpreted it was two highly emotionally intelligent people just decide this is not serving us, or if one person doesn't feel like it's beneficial to stay in the relationship, the other person honors that, and they just have like a conversation, and they break up with grace and ease and respect, and it's never like, oh, I'm glad we're breaking up, like, great and great. It's like, I
Right.
loved you, you loved me, like, this is hard, but
Right.
this is the right thing to do.
so responsible and mature.
I have seen so many videos, and I'm like, I wish I
Right.
could consciously uncouple. Like, I wish
Right.
that was
Right.
the nature of my breakups. Like,
I feel like either I am the toxic or somebody else is, and like
that's it.
never has been the
That's not the opportunity you had.
that exactly the
Yeah.
opportunity that is the opportunity
Yeah.
that is not the opportunity I've ever had. Like, I remember
Tell the pod.
remember I tried to, well, first I had like a little, I think I may have mentioned it before because this is one of my best friend's favorite stories, but like I heard something, but I was like obviously I told you before, but like I tried to like block him, and he was not having that. I had COVID, and I was in the house, and I heard something about him, or like something that he said, and I tried to block him. Like, you know what? So, and this is the only time I've ever blocked him. He came to my house, and he's screaming through my windows. I'm like, you cannot come in. He's like, just open the door. What did I do? What did I do? And, and just like block, delete. Like,
But and you were on the phone
so
with your grandma while he was out
we've
screaming
had
and
so many
professing his love.
Yes, there was no love professed. He said, you're going to have to call the cops. Like, he was not fucking with me. It was very much, bitch, open the fucking door.
Open the
before I open a window. Before the door opens itself for me. But like,
before
it's
something
like,
is opened.
What the fuck? I'm like, I have COVID. You cannot come in. He's like, I don't give a fuck if you had AIDS. Open the door. And I was like, oh God. But like after that, like we like had conversations and stuff like that. And then one time he like literally asked me to my favorite spot. He was like, come meet me at your spot. And like,
I'm coming. I don't care if I hated you. I'm on the way.
But my spot is like by a lot of water with no barriers. I don't know where there's any cameras. Like, I don't know. Like, it's no barriers. And I literally got out my car, and he got out his car, and I was like,
Run.
Are you gonna kill me? And then also, it's like, why would you ruin my spot with sad moments? Like,
Tainting the water.
Spot. I like this spot, and I come here. I don't want to think about
This
whatever
moment.
we said at the. I don't remember anymore, but like, I just remember he invited me, and I thought I was going overboard. But that's a part of why I've never been able to consciously
what should
uncouple.
His podcast nickname be? Because I don't want to give it to his zodiac, which we refer to him as his zodiac usually.
We can give it
Doe.
Huh?
Doe. Because of the nickname I call him. You know it's yeah.
We'll call him Michael Myers. He honestly, and this is I've called him this on a couple different occasions, only because like he's obviously
he has a stature
really big.
of Michael Myers.
He's and he walks like it too. Like there's no pep in his step. There is
but he makes moves.
But it's like he just goes, and I'm like, do you consciously walk like a serial killer, or and he's just like,
it fits the bill.
Fuck you. So that could be Michael.
The bill, so I've definitely been witness to Michael Myers' deep irrational moments around Brittany, as well as his deep feelings and affection towards him. He's very much like either end of the spectrum.
Very.
But I love Michael Myers.
Right. And I could think a lot of it is zodiac sign, but
yeah, his zodiac sign definitely gives screwballs, the worst ones.
Yes.
If you know, you know.
Top 5, not
top
5.
5. Top 3.
Not 5. Not
number
3.
1. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Breaking up is hard when it's one-sided and they just are not having it.
Right. But I've been there, like, very young. Like, I've been there, like,
you're
not trying to break up with me. Like,
I'm glad you got that out your system.
Right.
Let's go get some food.
Like, what the fuck?
Let's take our clothes off.
Right.
You don't hate me that bad.
Right. My baby daddy will always break up with me when I was drunk.
Like
it would be a result of it would be a result in my drunkenness. Like I remember like getting drunk, coming to his house. He's never been a drinker, not like that. Like, not like
not like us.
How I am. I used to be worse. Like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I would fall out and pass out. There's been times where I've like fallen out like on his bathroom floor. All you see is hair underneath the door. Like you know what I mean. It's like bitch, get the fuck out of the fucking bathroom. Like there's only one bathroom. Like you're laid
greedy.
out on the goddamn
like
fucking floor.
It's just not considerate. Yeah.
And like he would break up with me all the fucking time and results and shit like that. But it's like,
did you?
You're
really?
lucky you had me then, because I'm a terror now. But I mean, I get it. Everybody has feelings.
He crawled so Michael Myers could walk.
Baby, Michael Myers will put me on his back. He know what to do.
I feel like he
it.
literally has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least on his shoulders, but.
Yeah. My ex, as we all know, is Satan.
Mm-hmm.
The minute I start drinking, has a badass attitude. Like, but now he knows it ends up in a better result for him the more I drink. Yeah. And I'm like, the more I drink, the more I like you. Like,
right.
The more we can consciously uncouple.
Right.
So I hope and think every time. I mean, I just being on and off with somebody is garbage. I'm off.
Yeah.
I'm off. But that's the breaking up to end up making up again is an exhausting cycle.
Yeah, because you have to like, it's like a do-over every time.
And it's like the hope.
Yeah.
The hope
is
there.
Because when you get to that, like, that spectrum of like anger or sadness, hurt,
resentment, distaste.
Yeah, like the things that come out are like all the bad and everything bad that they've done. And then the making up, like you're making up for all those things.
Yeah.
And then the breaking up again.
It just
you're
added on.
Angry with the same shit that you made up for. And
literally.
It's like,
what's changed?
It's what's changed, and it's like, I mean, essentially, that's what it's supposed to be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what the arguments and like the making
it's
up is
all
supposed to
leading
kind
up
of
to it.
right. It's supposed to kind of erase and be on like a solid slate. But like, you'll never. I don't know, cause you could. But like, essentially, my parents be arguing about shit that happened before I was born. Like. No, I know damn well.
Somebody's over it. Somebody
gotta be over. Like, please.
Yeah.
Please be over it.
I just want to give a full disclaimer. Michael Myers and Britt are not too far apart. Satan and I are never too far apart. So just take everything we say today with a grain of salt.
Yes, very much.
We've both seen them this week.
Yeah.
Stares off in dread. You know, we're just, again, two girls doing our best and just sharing our real ass experiences with you guys.
Right.
And I signed up for therapy. So.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I'm
take
hopeful.
one of those people off those lists.
Listen, I surely did. She can't get me in for another month and some change.
That's
though.
okay.
She was like, I hope that's okay. I said, I'm gonna have so many stories for you by then.
Right. I'm gonna get journal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna journal it.
I'm just gonna be like,
lock it down.
Do you want to see my Finsta?
Right.
I got stuff to update on there. Like there's things that aren't going so well. Again.
Right. Just a girl.
Do you remember when you were little, your parents ever breaking up?
Oh, they never really broke up. My parents really broke up like one time. Yeah. One real ass time. Like my parents, they split up. And like, obviously, you know, like I've always lived with my mom and my dad. And when I was going into the 6th grade, they really like split up. But like
split up.
So. But my dad like had his own space.
Yeah,
my mom had her own space.
Yeah.
And like when I was in high school, like my mom was like venturing off, trying to like find somebody else
and have her single life.
Right.
Yeah.
Or hopefully a life with somebody else. But that did obviously, if they left each other when I was going into the 6th grade,
they were
living back together, which obviously that's not really a little bit of time. That's a long time. But they were back together after I graduated high school. Like living in the same household.
Right, fully back on it. Yeah.
And they've been like that ever since.
Yeah.
So
I remember one of the times, because obviously our childhood, for the people that actually know us, is so different. Like your dad was consistently in the house. Mine, my mom kicked my dad out when I was 6 months, and then had my brother with his dad when I was 2. Then my youngest brother with his dad when my other brother was like 2 going on 3. So, but I do remember my mom breaking up with my youngest brother Jaden's dad one of the times, and she threw our house phone through the living room window on the 2nd story, because we lived in the upstairs apartment, and it was through the window. Like the phone hit the glass and went through the window, not like let's open the window and chuck the house phone at him.
That was like 2 windows.
It was a double window.
Those upstairs had 2 windows.
It was
right?
a double window. Yeah, I was gonna leave that part out, like, so she didn't seem so she-hulky. Yeah, she put the house phone, you know, early 2000s house phone, through a double glass window. Yeah, I remember, because we always played in my yard. Like, there was glass in the yard for a little bit. And, like, I don't remember who repaired the window or how quickly that got done, but I remember being like,
but if anything, I think only one window got repaired, like one
patch,
not both
one
of
layer.
Them, one of it, and that's why I remember there being 2 windows.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've definitely been privy to some fucked up ass breakups, like as a kid, to that. Like, my parents didn't stay together. My dad had many girlfriends when I was growing up, like 5 or 6 that I remember being attached to. And my mom, after my brother's dad, never had a man in our lives. Never. I think she introduced us to one man, and he was very professional. He was very kind to us, but she didn't. I don't know what happened. I don't think she was attached. She never was in our home. Like, after she got done doing her big one and having all her kids, she really just, I don't know.
Let go and let God.
She let go and just let go.
Yeah.
She said enough. She had enough of men. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. That's a little sad.
Yeah, that's why she constantly is trying to advise us to get as much dick as we can. Because she's like, one day it's just gone.
Not always, but
I was
like,
gonna say
right.
that won't be our experience.
But like I can see because
Haven't-
my grandma, she divorced my grandpa, and then she had like our little sugar daddy, which
Yeah.
I will not mention his name because he ran for office in Dark Falls.
Mm-hmm.
But
And he had a family.
And he had a family, huh?
Yeah, I know members of his family.
But like she was with him, and he used to do it. Like he used to do sugar daddy shit,
Yeah.
send her on trips, pay her bills, do what the fuck he needed to do,
Yeah.
take care of her little whatever. But after he died, like they stopped talking before. Like he had got really sick, but like. My grandma never slept in her own bed after she divorced my grandfather. She's literally been sleeping on a couch her whole entire life. And she's never, ever been with anybody else other than my grandpa and
said man.
sugar daddy.
Yeah. But back in the day, you know, it was so taboo to have a divorce. Like, she probably just felt like that was, like, the most she could.
But she was like when she divorced my grandpa, she very
felt
much
empowered.
very much. She was a hot girl. She was a bartender. Like, you know, she body
Out
out.
here,
She
yeah.
had just got like a little lipo done. Like got her a tummy tuck.
Listen, one thing about it, in the 80s, they were nipping and tucking.
Hello?
Nipping and tucking.
My uncle, her brother paid for her little surgery. She got her little surgery done.
You did what she
And
needed.
you know, she's a little hot girl for a little moment.
Yeah,
you
she
know,
felt, she was
but
feeling
like
herself.
I just don't feel like she's experienced like real love
To have a
for
real
a long time
breakup.
because my grandpa was very, very abusive towards her.
Right.
So like
she was already checked out, I'm
like
sure.
right, like her
Ready to be free.
other whatever. Like I feel like that may have
Situationship.
been only like the last bit of like
Something.
love in that way that she felt, and that's so sad.
I know. But look at us. I mean, our track record gives I can't even say it without laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Our track record definitely gives more situationships than relationships.
Yeah, for me for sure.
Yeah,
like
same.
my son's father is one of my real relationships, and like anything I've ever had other than that has been like a situationship.
Yeah.
So like I feel like a lot of the like relationships and like things that I've seen and like witnessed and stuff like that, even unconventional things, I've been like with a lot of like the friends that I've had and like the things that they've dealt with and stuff like that.
I've literally been saying that like the platonic relationships in my life are so much more fulfilling than any relationship or any romantic or sexual man has ever given me, that I'm so hell-bent on like really pouring into my platonic friendships. Like, but speaking of breakups, a friendship breakup,
baby,
is devastating.
They're sad.
It is devastating.
And that's like, well, that'd be like the same. That'd be the same thing. Like, honestly and truly.
Yeah. There's no good
even,
way
like,
to do it.
Feeling the love kind of dissolve.
You see
is
it coming.
hurtful, or like, you know what I mean, like
that Drake lyric when he said, "You never see it coming, you just get to see it go." Whew, felt. Because that is the truth.
Yeah.
The warning signs start coming up, and you start seeing it fade out.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But
but even if it is good, it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. Like,
right.
Those are the hardest ones when you know it's the right thing to be doing is to break up, friend, romantic, whatever type of relationship, but it doesn't feel good. Yeah. That's so heavy.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right. Stares off in sadness.
Shit.
My last friendship breakup.
Right.
That was my dog. That girl. I just will say shout out to Jasmine because like we're not friends anymore. We're not in contact, but like she got me through some shit, and she was around for so much shit. Like I just texted her one day and said, "You don't meet my standard of a friendship." But before then, she'd gone missing on me for 3 months, like with no contact. Like, you know, it was just. I would like to think it was a mutual breakup. We haven't spoken since we had a text exchange, and that was it. But like, that breakup fucking hurt. Her and my mom were cool. Her and my brothers were cool.
Right.
Like, shit, she was cool with you. Like,
I fuck with her.
That was my dog.
A great one night. I feel like she was a one night stand.
She wanted you to be her one night stand for a hot second there.
I think she did.
Allegedly, that was drug induced. I don't know. Don't ask me. I wasn't there for all of it, but
it was. Never mind. But
that ain't nothing to get us arrested.
Nothing, right?
Yeah, but that breakup hurt. That breakup was hard. Like,
yeah. And it's like constant because you gotta remember, like, that's not your like
That's not my friend. That's not my comfort zone. That's not my safe place.
because like it's like
That's
an
not my
ultimate like,
crutch.
ooh, let me just wait,
Yeah,
or let me fuck.
can't do it. I literally, she made me a video for what I think it was like my
That's
26th birthday or something. And it's still on her social media page because I have it saved. And I was like, I just want to repost this because it was like so many of my moments in New York City, just like being a club rat in New York City, like ripping up these highly expensive, like luxurious clubs. And I'm like,
right.
I want to post that so bad, but like, we're not friends anymore. And two, that chapter of my life is done. So it's like, I'll leave it where it was. And I did love it. And like her, like, she was so beneficial and serving to me in that chapter. And I'd like to think it was, you know, there was a lot of love and reciprocity, but that shit hurt.
Ships be sailing.
Shh. Sometimes you outgrow people.
Right. Would you ever consider a friendship with her? Like,
No.
if you were ever
No.
both, like, in a space?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, damn.
I have no additional comments, but no.
Right.
I've seen what I needed to see. I will say, though, and I did reflect on that, I'm like, I've definitely given my ex more chances than I have her. But she also has gotten the better of me. She knows my heart better. She knows me better. Like, she's been around a lot more. So I did think about that, though, not too long ago. I was like, would I give her a second chance? But
right.
Would any of your ex situationships, other than Michael Myers, do any of them have a chance?
I'm not a circle back arounder. Once you lose that, like, me ever being interested or like me actually caring, once you lose that, it's really gone.
Yeah, like
if
enough
like
is
we
enough
lose,
moment.
like if we lose contact, because me and him have never really lost any contact.
No.
Like we've
ebbed
said
and flowed.
right, but we've also like been able to like get out our emotions, and like if we still even have emotions and stuff like that, we're able to talk about it in like a respectful way,
have some type of growth.
Yeah. So, but like again, we've never like separated. We never like ever cut ties. If we were to cut ties today, and I stopped speaking to him for a month, we would not ever be back together again.
Yeah. Yeah, because
like,
the enough is enough hit, and it hasn't hit.
Yeah,
it's
time.
Like, there's still a friendship base.
Yeah, time does not serve for me at all.
Yeah,
time is going to do exactly what it's gonna do, and it's gonna wrap some shit up.
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna, tie that up. That's done.
I
that's
get just
over.
the worst out of sight, out of mind. Like I don't think about the bad or like the negative or positive things that they do. Like. And then they're just back. And I'm like, okay, fresh face. It feels like a fresh face.
Right.
And then eventually they're true, that the repeated cycle shows face. But like, I just get a worse case out of sight, out of mind. Like, and it's beneficial for them because it's like, I'm not sitting here like clocking like, you dog ass bitch, you've embarrassed me for the 19th time. You've disrespected me for the 19th time. I'm just like, all right, well, I'm present in today. Like, and you're not in the todays or the tomorrow, so
but when is enough? Like when does like it's just like that was so fun, and then that was so fun, and now it's not.
I feel like I'm always surprised by the enough is enough moment, but like it just hits, and I never like each situationship or relationship has been different, like shit, even friendship, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Like, that's when I'm never like, let's talk about this. Like, damn. Like, I just said what I had to say, and that was it. I mean, I have done it with Satan. I mean, on a very serious note, probably like 4 to 5 times. You know?
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind. Some things become easily excusable, and just I move on from.
Right.
I'm just not a good grudge holder either. Like I forget I'm mad at. Like I forget I'm annoyed with people. I think me and Ashley were at a cookout, and a girl was sitting next to me, and I knew that she could not stand me. And I'm sitting here nudging her to play the game, and I'm talking to her, and she's being real cold, and I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And I'm like, oh, I forgot she does not fucking like me.
Oh, actually, yeah, I think you're Jane.
Yes, like, and I was just like, oh. And it's your turn. Come on, pass the car. Like, I'm so in her face, and I'm like, She wants to smack the living fuck out of me.
Right.
For some shit she don't have any business being mad about, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just not a good grudge holder. Like, I should be mad at you, bitch.
Right.
You're the one who talks shit about me not knowing me. Like,
right.
Yeah, I think that.
Mm.
I should go beat her ass. No, I'm just
You
joking.
know, literally. No, I'm shit. Like, people shit. Like, oh, hell no. Because I used to have, like, I don't know. I have no choice but to smile at people. It doesn't matter if I know you or not. Like, that's just who it is.
Bubbly.
Like, I just smile. Exactly. I'm very bubbly. My mom is like that. My grandma's like that. Like, she's a long line of lineage of women that are just happy as hell.
Yeah, mine are gonna give RBF. Even if I love you, I'm gonna look pissed at you, and I'm like, no, I love you. Like, I love you.
No,
Livid, like, face.
But like, I learned how to turn that shit the fuck off, and not only smile at people that I know and I like, because I will smile at you and turn it off because, like, oh yeah, bitch, I don't even like you.
I definitely at work give Kanye face. I'm like,
fuck that one up, right?
Stupid ass comments. Like,
please and fucking thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Please and thank you.
Yeah. So what should we send the people off with? What breakup tips do you have? What are your top 3 breakup tips? Mine is number 1, don't waste your gas. Send it in a text if you can save gas. My number 2 though was really research conscious uncoupling. I'm pretty sure there are a few books about it. There are many YouTube articles. Like, if you can gain the emotional intelligence to consciously uncouple, like mutually, or to respect somebody's one-sided decision to leave you, like, dive all into that, because it'll just elevate you for the next person.
Right. My number 1 is probably sit with your feelings.
Process.
Don't go with the first emotion. The first emotion's probably
the craziest.
Yeah.
The ripped up and raw.
Right. Or, I mean, shit, that may be the one that you're like, okay, it's fine. I'll let it go. And maybe you don't want to do that, you know? Take some time, process it with your feelings. And let go what doesn't serve you. That's always my number 1. Honestly, let go what does not serve you, because you are for you.
Yeah. What's your last? I have to give my last as well, but I have to think about it. I just remember that time we were at my ex's Christmas party, and the thing I tried to do, that's like, allegedly. I can't give that advice, but sometimes you just gotta
let go.
Hit a left eye, and if you know, you know. I think I have our number 3 for both of us.
Okay.
When in doubt, respond to the text. When in doubt, if they hit you, just a little text back. He never killed. Brittany's still alive. He didn't drown her down by the lake.
Literally. Through the whole Niagara Falls.
Yeah. Well, we're doing our best.
Right. Just do it. What's best for you. It could be letting that motherfucker go. It could be spinning the block on that motherfucker. To each his own. Nobody's gonna write your story.
And it's your life to live. It's your journey. We're here for your journey, though. We're not here for any of the outcomes. Always here for your journey with no judgment, because we've done dumber shit.
Do you, boo?
Yeah. And until next time.
And this is
an A&B conversation.